Welcome back to the Relius Reviews. Today's review is focused on iCarly episode 9 entitled iMLM, or in a longer term, multi-level marketing. And the official synopsis of iMLM is: a new powder product supplement seems to have instant benefits for the group, but Freddy's devotion to the product puts his future at risk after Carly discovers it's a multi-level marketing scam. And I would have to say that this episode, to me, it was pretty cool. I didn't have a bad time watching it. Dirty game with pyramid schemes, a really dirty game. Here is my episode recap and my episode review. So the episode begins with just Carly and Spencer talking at Carly's place just about different things, including Spencer's sensitivity and how sensitive he is as a person. And then Freddie comes in with his new job as tech support on a phone and everything, just talking to customers, trying to get the job done because he's trying to move him and Millicent out his mama's apartment so that he can have his own place for himself. And then Harper, she's on the move. She is going to a job interview where she is possibly going to be working at her dream job, but then she gets out of Dodge because she's trying to make it on time. So then Carly gets a text message from one of her old boyfriends, Griffin, who you remember from the original iCarly series when he was a bad boy, but had those freaking Furby baby toys and everything. And so Carly is a little bit surprised that she got a message from Griffin. And so we see that Harper, she's late for her original job, but her best friend is now the assistant manager. So it's all cool. But he's like, if you're late one more time, I'm gonna have to fire you and everything. So then Carly makes it to Harper's job, and where we see Griffin for the first time since the original series. And life has had a bad look on Griffin as he's gone through a lot. And he tells Carly his story about what's happened to him. Carly feels a little bit bad, but then Griffin does introduce his newest product that he has created, called Sand. And it is basically like a drink supplement that has instant benefits and everything. Carly at first is really skeptical of the drink, but then once she tries it out, it's like she's gone to heaven because of how great it is and just how cool it really is and everything. So then she tells Spencer and Freddie about this. So then meanwhile, we see Millicent is trying to talk to Freddie about getting a dog, as according to her, she's gotten all straight A's in school. She's done good at the house and she wants a dog. Freddie, on the other hand, while at his job, he's like, no, you're not getting a dog. So then, long story short, they have like a long discussion until it is decided that Millicent is getting a goldfish, to which Millicent, she's cool with it for now. So then, long story short, Freddie, he is now on the hype with Sand, and he decides to sell Sand himself by spending all of the money that he has saved, which was $4,000. And so he decides to become an ambassador for Sand. Meanwhile, Harper, on the other hand, her job interview did not turn out so well as she did not get the job. Carly tries to encourage her by trying out Sand and everything, but Harper is in like an extremely depressed mode that she doesn't want to try anything. So then days go by and Harper, she is still not feeling all too excited and everything ever since the job interview didn't go so well. And then we see Freddie, on the other hand, he is continuing to make really bad choices with his money as he gets more Sand supplements to sell on iCarly and in his job, that he thinks that he's going to make his money just like that. But then Carly realizes that she can just help Freddie and Griffin just sell the supplement on her show because she has 3 million subscribers and everything. And it seems as if things are going to be good. But then Harper, while she is still depressed and everything, she is talking to Millicent at her job about different things as Millicent is meeting with other fish parents, just talking about their fishes and everything. But then Harper makes a really shocking discovery that sand is actually fish food, and that people for the entire time thinking that they've had instant benefits, it's actually fish food. So then Harper tries to leave her job, but her friend is like, you can't really leave your job at your shift. So then, long story short, Harper makes a bold decision and quits her job on the spot, not before offering drinks for a friend for the weekend. So then, meanwhile, back at iCarly, Freddie, Griffin, Carly, and Spencer, they are all doing the show, about to promote Sand, the ultimate supplement drink. But then Harper makes it there. Harper makes it there and tries to warn Carly about the entire ordeal, to which she does successfully. And then, long story short, once everybody finds out that sand is indeed fish food, everybody is pissed. Harper threatens to beat the everlasting crap out of Griffin before Griffin escapes in his mini scooter. And then Spencer, he was like, yeah, it is what it is. But, and then the end of the episode is that Harper and Freddie, they are all celebrating the fact that they quit their jobs respectively. And at first they all seem excited and everything. But then they all realize that it may have been a bad decision. Freddie with his tech support and Harper with her coffee shop job. But then that's how the episode ends. The first things that I enjoyed about this episode would probably have to be seeing Griffin since the original iCarly series. He went from a bad boy to a scammer, which was a pretty bad transformation to say the least. But in my opinion, I have a feeling that Griffin will be going back to prison sometime, somewhere down the line, because you can't scam folks just like that. Making people drinking fish food as a supplement. Harper should have really split his wig open, but it was cool to see Griffin. Another thing that I enjoyed about this episode was Spencer in his all positive mode, trying to give Curly crystals, believing that sand is really a really good drink, but we all now know. Another thing that I enjoyed about this episode, and is a really brutal lesson that people need to learn, is that pyramid schemes are scams, and never fall into one, because long story short, somebody's going to be mad. Somebody's going to be put on a t-shirt because of scamming somebody in that way. And yeah, but out of all, I enjoyed the episode, and until next time, goodbye.